Hey you, it's AU and welcome to my channel. What is going on today, guys? And today we're going to be talking about bee farms. So I'm in the latest snapshot, which is 19W45B. 19W45A came out yesterday, and there was a little bit of bugs, so I think they went ahead and quick fixed some of them and released 45B today. But one of the things that happened in 45A is that bees pathfinding was changed. So before last snapshot, you could only have one beehive per chunk. So say you wanted to have like multiple bee farms right beside each other, you'd basically have to put it on a chunk corner of 4 chunks. That has changed. Now bees will pathfind to the nearest nest to them, and it's up to 10 blocks away, I think. So if a bee doesn't register a nest 10 blocks near it, then it won't try to find a nest. So this makes modularizing bee farms very easy, because used to, if you had this wall, like you can see I had this glass wall in between these two modules, if you put this hive down first and then you put this hive down and you put these bees inside this module, these bees from this module would try to pathfind to this hive. It would not register that there was a wall in between these two hives and that their pathfinding could not get to it. So that has been changed, and I've been testing this out and it definitely works. We've got 3 honey bottles there, 3 honey bottles there. The only thing I will say about these farms is that they are slow. Bee farms in Minecraft are going to be slow. So to me, I think this would be best as a spawn chunk farm, along with things like your iron farm. Just have it in your spawn chunks and let it run, because this farm is going to take a while to get a good number of honey blocks from. So I think in this episode, or in this episode, I'm going to show you guys kind of how to put this together. It's not hard at all. It's kind of taken a little bit from Mango's design. I made a couple of changes. One change was that Mango says that bees to exit their hive only need 1 block of space, but I tried that and it was not working. So you can see I had that row of glass right there where I had to take out the glass wall and kind of move it back, and that's because and whenever I would break a glass block, they would spawn out here on the second block. So I think bees need 2 blocks of spawning room, and that's kind of really the only change I made. I don't actually know the redstone circuit that he's using to dispense the honey bottles, but it might be the same, it might be different. It's a pretty simple circuit. So what you guys are gonna want to do is you'll get some grass blocks, and I'm gonna build onto these just to show you guys that it works modularizing them. So get some grass blocks, and you'll see I made a I'm gonna turn that down, go master volume all the way down there. So you have like a little 9 or a 3x3 platform of glass blocks, and then you're gonna want your hive right in the middle. You're gonna want a comparator coming out the back, and it's very important that you put this comparator on subtract mode. If it's not on subtract mode, it's not gonna work. Then you want to put another comparator facing into that comparator. Now on this comparator right here, you are going to need a composter. So I'll grab one of those real quick. You're going to need a composter right here, and you need to fill this composter up to 4. So you probably won't be using cake in your survival world, but cake just has a 100% chance of filling it up. So you need to get it up to 4 levels. You can use wheat seeds. Just make sure you only fill it up to 4. So after that, you're gonna want to get your flour. You can use a 2 tall flour, 1 tall flour, doesn't really matter. 2 tall flowers seem to work a little bit better. And then you want to take your let's see, get our wool right here. You're gonna want to take a piece of wool, and let's see if I can take a piece of wool, put it right here on that comparator, and take another piece and put it on top of the comparator. I'll put weather clear. The reason I'm putting weather clear is because bees don't work when it's raining, and bees don't work when it's nighttime. They only work during the daytime and when the weather is not rainy. So you put another piece of wool right on top of that comparator. You're going to need a dispenser. We'll break this just so I have an easier time putting it in. Dispensers are always... let's break this one. Just so oh my goodness. Alright, so a dispenser facing down into the hive. Make sure the little face of the dispenser is facing into the hive. And that is your circuit done. So you want to take the inside of the dispenser, fill it up with glass bottles, and you're done. So then underneath it, you want to come and put a hopper, and I have chest already. You want to put a hopper in a chest, put a hopper right under the hive, and then put a chest right under that. So that's your redstone collection system all hooked up right there. So then basically all you have to do is take your whatever blocks you're using, glass or whatever you want your boundary to be, and just fill it up. Oh, and you need a redstone dust right here on this block. Sorry, I missed that. You need a redstone dust right there on that block. So you just fill this up, and like I said, this row right here needs to be open. The rest of it does not need to be open, but that row from my testing does need to be open for the bees to come out of their hive. I'm not entirely sure why, because like I said, in the past snapshots they definitely did only need one block of space, but it seems like in this update they need two. So for right now we will just leave that part open, and as you can see, that's one module done. So once you can get some bees, you grab some flowers, or you can even put leads on bees and just kind of lead them in here, but only put 3 in one module. Now El Mango, whenever I watched this video, was putting 6 in each, but whenever I put 6 in there, the 3 that were a honeycomb nest can only hold up to 3 bees. So whenever I put 6 in there, the idea is that 3 would be inside the nest, and then when they're ready to work, they come out, and then the other 3 go inside. But that just was not working, and I'm not sure why. I sat here I probably AFK'd for like an hour and a half, and it just wasn't working. So my advice is to only put 3 in per module. And if you wanted to build another module, like you see right here, I have 2 comparators coming out of one composter. You can put another one right here, just kind of maximizing efficiency. And look, you just heard, which one was that? You just heard one of them fire. It was this one. See, we got a 4th honey bottle right there. So like I said, it works, but it is slow. And look, we even got a 4th one right there that we have picked up. So it works, but it is a slow farm. So like I said, you build another one right here. Just put a 3x3 square. Have a comparator coming out of here, a comparator going that way. Put your bee's nest, put this comparator on subtract mode. We'll get our wool back so you can see the circuit. Put a redstone dust right on top of that. Put some wool right there. We'll put our dropper down. I mean our dispenser, not our dropper. Make sure it's a dispenser. Put our grass back. Nope, that's not grass. Put our grass back. We need to put, I'm sorry if you guys can hear that outside. They're doing some yard work out where I live at. But we'll grab our 2 tall flower, and like I said, you can use a 1 tall flower, but to me it just seems like the 2 tall flowers work a little bit faster. So put your flower right there, and that's another module done. So you put your boundary blocks out just like this, and we'll set the time back to day just so they keep working. Fill this up, and that will be a 4th. Look, you just heard it dispense again. Like it's working, but it's going by pretty slow. And look, that's 4 modules right there, and that's in a span of what's this? That's 5 plus 4 plus 4 plus 5. So that's 18 by 4 by 6, and I mean this farm is super tiny. I would recommend looking at Ilmango's farm design, and another thing you could add to this is a version of Doc M's. I'll put some B's in here. It's a version of Doc M77's design. He actually in his has a villager sitting inside there, so if you wanted to, you could like till this piece of dirt and put carrots or potatoes or whatever you want, put that on there, put a half slab where this piece of dirt is and waterlog that half slab, then put a composter on top of it and stick a villager inside the composter, and then it won't be able to jump out and get out, and it'll fill that villager's inventory up with 4 stacks of carrots, or if you're using carrots, fill it up with 4 stacks of carrots. If you're using potatoes, 4 stacks of potatoes. If you're using beetroot or wheat, you need to fill it up with the beetroot seeds or the wheat seeds. And then the bees will come over here, they'll pollinate that crop, the villager will harvest it. You can put a hopper under the tilled dirt and you'll get some crops that way. But like I said, that's also going to be very slow since villagers have been were changed in 1.14 with their work times and everything. It's a slow process. So these farms are slow, but they do work. And I think I forgot this, yeah. But they do work, and I recommend having them in your world because honey blocks are going to be a necessity, especially if you're a redstoner. Honey blocks are probably one of the best additions to redstone that have been added to Minecraft, and I really recommend for you guys to check them out. And with that, guys, I think I'm going to leave you here. So if you like what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.